Your Excellency, Ambassador Daniel Proust, esteemed friends, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to join you in celebrating the 95th birthday of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, whom we all look to as a font of strength, wisdom, inspiration, and sobriety, a quality essential to governance possessed preeminently by women rulers. Call it grace under pressure. Hence may be the words of the hymn, "Long live our gracious Queen." The Filipino people, including the 200,000 Filipinos residing in the United Kingdom, share in the joy of the royal family, the British people, and members of the Commonwealth on this momentous occasion. My warmest thanks to Ambassador Daniel Proust for ensuring that I get my virtual spot in the long line of well-wishers of Her Majesty. As you may know by now, many Filipinos are avid Anglophiles. We have an enduring fascination with British culture and traditions. High tea, no milk though. Filipinos are lactose intolerant. And with small dishes tastier than cucumber sandwiches. That also charming British accent, which many try to copy with mixed results. The Beatles, who got a mixed reception when they came over. Hysterical mass adulation in Rizal Memorial, a little roughing up on their way out. James Bond, Smiley's people, British royalty. Churchill, and I almost forgot Downton Abbey. The list is long. But prominent in our minds is Her Majesty the Queen, as the singular example in our time of true commitment to duty, holding back nothing of herself, yet never showing the strain. She's given her all, in trying times with gravity and grace, to borrow from Simone Weil, with unfailing elegance and charm in the most regal aspects of rule and in the most mundane aspects of life. She's the light of a race to be envied on her account. Someone said democracy is the worst form of government except for all the others. And then there is this queen and her late prince. Lucky you. I am proud to note that a month from now, we will mark an important milestone, the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the Philippines and the United Kingdom. In these 75 years, our two countries have forged strong ties, anchored on our ever-growing cooperation in many fields, and underpinned by our shared values, respect for the rule of law, and steadfast adherence to a rules-based international order, commitment to freedom, democracy, and equality, and shared belief in rough and tumble free market principles, but softened with labor protection, oddly introduced, yet also opposed by English aristocracy, the Magna Carta. United Kingdom's timeless gift to humanity remains the backbone of our democracy. Much less well-known, but no less appreciated, are the many firsts in our nation's history that we can attribute to the United Kingdom. It was the British that established the sugar industry, although I was made to believe it was my French cousins, the Gastons. The British introduced the railway system, built the first waterworks, installed the first telecommunications lines, established the earliest trading companies, and were among the pioneers in banking, insurance, and financial services in the Philippines. It is evident that our two countries and peoples are inextricably linked by historical, economic, and cultural ties. Our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, whose stay in London is commemorated in a blue plaque on a house where he lived in the 1880s in Primrose Hill, the locale of Le Carré's penultimate novel, Agent Running in the Field. There Rizal found inspiration in the freedoms enjoyed in the United Kingdom as he embarked on his own quest for his country's freedom. And I'll add to this from personal experience, legendary British courage. The British ambassador stepping outside his embassy to face off with a Red Guard mob protesting the Six-Day War. Mark Malloch Brown, now a peer of the realm, walking as though in a park into a dark street near the dictator's palace to rescue a Kore campaign worker. Armed men moved in the shadows, none made a move. May be puzzled by the nonchalance. I was there both times. We recall with deep appreciation your help in the wake of Typhoon Haiyan in 2013 and your invaluable contributions to secure greater access to much-needed COVID-19 vaccines. Our highly competent Filipino nurses and other workers who now call the United Kingdom home continue to go above and beyond the call of duty in fighting this pandemic. Their manifold contributions to British society and economy impart a special meaning to our relationship and strengthen the bond between our two countries. As we celebrate the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between the Philippines and the United Kingdom this year, it is very fitting that we launch our enhanced partnership. There is no better time to renew and reaffirm the Philippines' commitment to further deepen and expand bilateral ties with the United Kingdom. On this most auspicious occasion of the Queen's 95th birthday, we convey our best wishes for Her Majesty's continued good health and happiness, for the prosperity and well-being of the British people, and for a strong and lasting friendship between the Philippines and the United Kingdom. Cheers and mabuhay.